Hey y'all. So I'm here. iRacing decided to kick me out of the session randomly, and I haven't joined as a driver, but we're here. So nothing's bad. They're only in the middle of qualifying. That's kind of odd that it did that to me. It's done that to me before, and I have no why. But yeah, you ain't missing anything. That is for sure. We'll just have an extra truck on track, but that won't hurt you at all. Luckily, let's bring up here. Yeah, there we go. So I'll roll these ads real quick. And then I'll actually get truly into the race. And we are live here from Daytona. International Speedway drivers are on the track right now, as for some reason I had to deal with iRacing, deciding to kick me out, not let me join as a person will watch. But I'll pull up the grid here really quick so I can see the guys that are starting up here. Won't be able to do the normal grid that I do. See here, Matt Lee first, Josh Moore second, Raymond Rentner third, fifth Matthew Baker, fifth Austin Craig, sixth Braxton DeWeese, sixth Jeff Demert, eighth Brett Tucker, ninth Jason D. Maines, 10th Kerry Whitaker, 11th Chris Carter, 12th Alex Hill, 13th Ryan J. Munoz, 14th Andrew, 15th Brandon, 16th Kevin, 17th Jared Barclay, 18th Ron Morris Jr., 19th Ambrose, 20th Tyler, 21st Danny Elsherman, 22nd Nash Brambala, 23rd TJ Floyd. And I'm in the race. I'm not racing tonight. So Andrew isn't either, so these guys will move up 2 spots. 24th Kyle Harbin, 27th Nathan Harper. 25th Nathan Harper. 26th Kenneth McColt Jr., 27th Darius Sells, and 28th is J.R. Miller, but they're going to get the green flag here at Daytona. Last night we saw an insane finish from these drivers. Hopefully they can repeat this again here. It's going to be a long wait for some of these guys. It came down to the line. Hopefully they can repeat it here at Daytona. I mean, Matt Lee, he's going to lead him to green. He's going to have the 87 Raymond Rentner on his bumper. Green flag is in the air here at Daytona. Drivers all get a good start. Pretty calm. Start of the race. We'll maybe see 2 lanes form up here very, very quickly. See that 51's up at the top. You see Matthew Baker, Braxton DeWeese. DeWeese's fan page is definitely here watching him race tonight. Didn't have the night that he wanted last night, so hopefully he can come and redeem himself. As on lap, so not lap 20, yes, lap 25. Have to draw 1 through 29 minutes. Let me check how many exact drivers we have in here. There is, see if Andrew is not in the race. JR and Nash, they are all the way in the back of the pack, so these guys are very far back there. Not sure why they're that far back, but they are nevertheless. So it looks like Miller, So Miller must have missed. Oh yes, Miller did have his iRacing crash, or his computer crash earlier. I do remember why he's not here now. It took me a minute to remember why he's not here, but he's not here tonight. But looks like the leader here is still the same person who was leading to start. Matt Lee up front. 51's getting the shove from the 5. Matt's got a shove from the 87 of Raymond Rittner. The one's coming also. Deweese is lurking in the background. You see Jeff Merck looking on these guys. Number 3 and 4 right now. Second lap being pretty calm. Really running mainly 2 lanes. Nobody's really making too much of a Jurassic move just yet, as Jared Miller has jumped to the pit, so he must have something going on that I do not know of. One thing I could think of that would be causing that for him. Everybody's pretty even throughout all of this. It's like J.R. Miller, I believe that he was a person whose PC had crashed, so he does make the race just barely. Drivers just being pretty much too wide, not doing anything too aggressive. 51's coming down right in front of the 04. He gets down in time. Baker's going to lead the outside lane. Now he's going to have the 80 to Deweese. 23 of Kerry Whitaker coming. And that 94 of... Sorry, that's not actually the 94. It looks like the 94. I'm not sure who that exactly is. Some of these paint schemes I'm familiar with. Some of them I aren't. So, excuse me for getting some of these drivers wrong and having to kind of guess who they are. Like we got the 94s going all the way to the wall. Maybe he got a little bit of a bad entry there. I wouldn't think he'd be wanting to go that high, just yet in the race. That'd be a pretty hard thing to do. I think that he realized that. He's like, I don't want to be doing that. The one looks like he's tucking out. That's not Jeff Merck. That is, or he's dropping my way down here. Austin Craig. It's like he's going to go to the back of the pack. Doesn't want to be running up front right now. Decides, man, I don't really see a point in running up front right now. The 34 looks like he's having connection issues. You saw he had damage in it. Magically went away. Might have some flex tape on that truck for all that we know. Everybody is basically side by side at this point. Really 2 lanes. You can see how deep they are on this top lane. Bottom lane, everybody's decided to just run. You see Jason D-Mains, we were talking to him last night after the race. He was even questioning why he came in and pit when he did. He thought, he was like, why did I just come in and pit right there? So a little bit of a mess up from him. He's probably going to look to redeem himself here. Everybody's pretty calm. I'm surprised that nobody's really making any aggressive moves. You see Deweese leading the outside lane. He's got Whitaker behind him. But guys deciding to be pretty calm early on, and that's not a bad thing to do for sure. See the 8. He's getting a huge shove from Whitaker. You see Whitaker pretty much lifting up the rear end of him, giving him a shove down the front back stretch here at Daytona. Daytona's not as wide of a track as Talladega. And drivers, they've got to definitely watch that because they're going to want to shove, maybe go 3 wide. Going 3 wide here is pushing it. When at Talladega, you definitely have the room for it. So that'll be something that the drivers will have to watch. Matt leads on that bottom. He's just kind of cruising behind Baker. I think that he's pretty content with it. Whitaker's giving Deweese a very good shove, though. Really getting him going in that top lane. He may not have the speed, but I think that he can get there with him, especially if he can gain cars in this top lane. That'll definitely help you get a run on the truck in front of you. I think that's what he's probably realized at this point right now. That's a nice paint scheme. I'll give these drivers paint refresh action just to make sure that all their paints are loading correctly. There's some races that guys will hop in and their paints will not show like they should. That's why I see all these white trucks out here, just making sure they got paints. If they got custom made ones, they're showing up here. Probably my favorite of all these is probably Kevin Wink on that 42. W, that's actually one of our sponsors, so I kind of got to give them some love up here, but it seems like there's a little bit more action up front. Looks like Jason D. Maines, I think he sees something that he doesn't like. He tucks out of that, decides to get like, he's like, man, I don't want to be up here in not necessarily this mess, but what amount of action is going on is just too early in the race. So 20 cuts down right in front of the 17, I believe. That's another FEG truck there that comes right up in front of the 49. It looks like we got somebody looking to go 3 wide. That was Austin Craig. Thought about it. He was thinking. You could see him thinking. He's like, let's not do it. That 49 got a huge, or gave a huge shove to the 20. Was looking outside, decided not to. As you know, it's only lap 10. I don't think drivers want to cause wreck and have to use their faster pair here this early on in the race. They're pretty content with driving like this. 20 is looking 3 wide. 1 might be put 3 wide now. He didn't get where he wanted to. He is 3 wide. The 20 is up top. 99 on the bottom. 1 in the middle. That's actually, I thought that was a 7 there for a minute. That is the 1 of Austin Craig. 20 bails out, goes behind Austin. Besides, man, I don't want to be like this right now. I think it's a little bit too early. I think drivers are using their head. You're thinking, man, you want in line, I'll let you in line. But later the race goes on, the less friends that you'll tend to make here. So you got to be very careful with that. We'll go on board with the 51 of Joshua Moore. Got a huge run out of nowhere. I think somebody must have checked up. See him trying to wrap that yellow line as good as he can, keeping a pretty steady wheel most of the time. That's what drivers are going to have to learn to do here. Keep your wheel as steady as possible, and that'll help you get a good run off the corner. They're kind of fanning out. Looks like Baker tried to look, or no, he's falling with 04. Sorry, I couldn't see from that camera angle, but he just followed 04 down into that lane. Yeah, everybody's pretty much calmed out up this whole field. Most guys are running bottom lane, just kind of holding on. Nash is in the middle of nowhere. He's caught up with JR. Nathan is the last truck on this conga line, basically. Everybody running the bottom. He's just kind of holding on, probably saving the most fuel out of all of them, I'd say. Maybe he could be. I'm not fully sure yet. Drivers haven't been up. As soon as I want to start talking about drivers not making moves, the 8 goes to the outside of the 10, 87 on the bottom. 10's the meat in the sandwich. He does not like this for sure. The 16 is going to come to help the 8. They're already going to go 3 wide. It's only 12 laps into the race currently, so they're definitely making moves. I don't know if the 8 can do anything with the move that he tried. He's going to try to come down in front of the 20. He realizes the 20's there. 20's not going to lift and let him in. Decided to take that spot from him. 16 might want to duck back behind the 20 here really soon as that middle lane's gotten broken up. Everybody is running the bottom pretty much like a bunch of railroad tracks and trains. Everybody's just following each other on that bottom. People are maybe jumping up to the top every now and then. 94 is leading the top. 10, 28, 16. So some drivers are definitely giving it a shot, just not really working out for them the way that they possibly wanted. But it's not hurting them too bad doing that. As we see, Braxton DeWeese looks like he might have gotten moved out of line there. Might have gotten a bump from somebody from behind that sent him out of the lane, but he's going to drop to the back of this pack. Might be a calculated move from him, though, however, as it very well could be. It's like Matthew Baker. They're going to come into pit now, lap 13. That's kind of early for a pit stop. 04, 5, 65, 23, 7, 42, 03. Everybody's coming in. Surprised people came down pit road this early. It's lap. Oh, we got an accident on pit road. 34 gets hit by the 134. About misses pit stall, I guess. And he checked up right in front of the 1 of Austin Craig. I don't think that's going to be too heavy damage for Austin. Or like a bump draft. I think he hopefully has his faster pair unchecked. But already accident in pit road. Didn't send anybody around, luckily. But everybody's going to take fuel only. Get out and away. Looks like everybody comes out pretty much the exact same that they came in. See if Austin is still in pit road. He comes out behind Whitaker, so he doesn't take his fast repair. I believe, yep, he doesn't take his fast repair. I don't think that damage will hurt him too much. Might hinder him a little bit, but see if this second group comes down. Yep, 94 is coming. 51, 87, 51 is getting in there deep. 94, oh, he missed the commitment cone. Hits it. He misses pit road. Tried to get all he could coming onto pit road. That is Andrew Mongroli. Missed the entrance. So that'll be a black flag for him. Might have been speeding to add on top of that. I don't think he got slowed down in time at all. You saw him get in there super deep, brake way later than everybody else. Got the 87 taking tires. I'm surprised that he is. Now, if you do have time to take tires, might as well do it here, I guess. If you're going to take fuel, but we're going to see this second group. Where did these guys come out besides everybody else? So we got the 10, 20, 16, 49, and 10. So there's 2 10s here. Jared Barclay and then Danny Eshelman is in that white truck back. So these guys are going to come down pit road in a pack. Nope, the 49 and the 10 are going to stay out. Probably banking on a caution here really soon. They probably should have came down with these guys. It's going to hurt them definitely. But see, the group that just pitted is not too far behind the group that pitted a lap before, so they'll be able to catch on to the draft and catch a sniff of it. They're going almost 3 wide up here. Guys are going at it. Matthews getting a shove from Jeff. The 5 hops up. The 4 goes top to bottom, trying to really kind of cut the air. 7's trying to make it 3 wide. He's made it 3 wide now. Maines is on the top, 7 in the middle, 04 on the bottom. 7's got no help. He's going to have to try to side draft as hard as he can at this point to slow everybody down. But looks like he gets down to that bottom lane. Jason, I think he thought about it. You saw him want to go down there, but he realized the truck was down there, couldn't get down there in time in front of them. Oh, Matthew wiggles right there. The 7 of Alex Hill is all over his bumper, giving him shove after shove. Jeff's going to go lead off the bumper of Maines, though. So Maines giving him a little bit of a better shove from the 7. 7's just really hitting the 5 and getting that 5 wiggling around, getting his rear end dancing. Probably been having to bail out of the throttle doing this. I say he's probably not enjoying getting hit that hard on your bumper. Going about 180 miles an hour, that is. See DeWeese and Winker back here. They're in a second group. They're not too far back from the guys in front of them. I believe they'll be catching 2 trucks here really soon, the 25 and the 16. That's Jared Barclay and Ryan J. Munoz. So they'll probably pick them up. That'll definitely help them with their effort to go and catch the 03 of Kenneth McAuliffe. That 34 is blinking out there. All right, the 22, that's actually Kyle Hardman. Having some connection issues, I believe. They'll pick up these guys, and they'll probably get a lot of help. They've actually gained almost a second that lap on. I think, yep, 34 is told that he's got some connection issues. He has to go out of line. 49, the 12. 49 still has not came in. He's probably banking on a caution. No, you kind of made your bet at this point because he's going to go a lap down no matter what, so it's going to be very difficult for him here. They're going 3 wide now. They're trying to get around the 94. It's a lap truck. As Andrew, they have to split. Sorry. 8 before I got up here. So sorry if y'all had to hear that. Everybody's pretty much running bottom lane. As I say that, well, up back here is bottom lane. Up here is side by side. And this is definitely slowing them down. This could be helping Kevin Winker, Braxton, Brandon, Carey, Ron, Jared, and Ryan catch them, but it looks like they're pretty much maintaining the exact same lap times. Actually running a little bit faster than these guys in front of them. Surprised that they are, but see the 8 of Darius Sells all the way up on the top. 7 moves down to the bottom. It's going to let Darius go behind the 5 of Jason Maines unless somebody hops up and shuts the door on him. But I don't see anybody jumping up there and you say, hey, I want to lead this part, man. I want to do it. You can't have all the fun here. Oh, Darius cuts the nose off of the 7. That was a aggressive move from him to get down in that bottom lane. He saw the gap and he shot that. He said, man, I'm getting that spot right here and right now. As on lap 25, we'll actually have a random drawing. car that is in that position will get about 29, 28. Extra $10 just for the fun of it. So keep the antics up really. That 04, you saw him. That's actually the 12 this race. Just stamped differently. You saw him wiggle from Jeff. Jeff was really giving him a shove, getting in the corner. I think he wants him to go. 7 bobbles. He's trying to get down to the bottom. You can see these guys, they're looking to get to the bottom, but they just can't get down there in time just yet. You see guys kind of look, stop, and then shoot right down to the bottom when they have their first chance to. Nobody's really had that opportunity here just yet to get down to the bottom like they would probably please. Remember on lap 25, draw some number. Whoever's in that position will get it. It'll be the time when I look over at my screen is when they will get that. Second pack is saying they're running a little bit faster than Raymond, and this pack in front of them, they decided to line up, race. Not really race each other, but help each other get the draft. Realize that, okay, we need to go catch this group in front. They're not losing, but they're not gaining at the same time as they have a lap truck. That's a 97 Nash, I believe, all the way up at the top of the wall. He'll stay out of the way of these leaders, go right around them. It's been pretty clean racing so far. Really, the only incident we've saw so far is the one, I can't remember who the other truck was, get into the back of each other going on pit road. It has been very good overall, I say. You see the 7. He was late to start this race. His computer had crashed, apparently, as I've had that happen multiple times. So you feel, well, not my computer, just really the game that I play. That's what decided to pretty much fall on its face. I know what he has to deal with there. Not fun at all, but I believe he is 2 laps down here. He'll be getting ready to go 3 laps down. J.R. Miller will. So he'll have to hope for, I believe, oh Lord, he's have to hope for 5. Oh, as I'm talking about cautions there, we have one on the track. 8. Oh Lord, we got some contact. As soon as I was talking about cautions, that does not bring out one though. I'll have to go back and look at this. They're still green. As soon as I was talking about this, we'll look at, find the 60 here. Get a blimp here. So something happens up in front of these guys. So we'll slow it down. So Merck comes, 51 comes up, 5 lets the 51 up. They net code into each other. And then from there it's on down to Matthew Baker. Matthew keeps it straight. Sells, clips the 60, sends that 60 through the grass out of the racing pass, so no caution was brought out from that incident. I really thought that there would be. Surprised there was not, though. But Baker, I'd say Baker got very, very lucky where he got hit, because it was pretty much on the door where he could keep it straight. As Darius and Jeff have already towed it to, or probably, I think they probably towed it to pit road. Right now, the 1's going to go a lap down as they'll get the draw here really quickly. So when they come to the line, I will draw a random number, and whenever driver's in that position, they will get extra $10 tonight. And I'm drawing now. So the truck that is in the 6th position, that will be Rhett Tucker. He'll get $10 tonight just for the fun of it. I have to remember that name. I should tell him in Discord to remember that. Just texting somebody with race control to remind me after the race, Rhett Tucker will get $10 just for pretty much being here tonight. See this backpack? Oh, they have a lot of trucks with them. So they could actually start doing something here. As I had to kill an ass. That's why y'all heard me clap. I'm not clapping because these guys are doing so well. I'm just trying to kill bugs that are flying around me. They bit bombed so much, I'm about done with them. But they're gaining trucks back to the 60. He's gotten lapped, I believe. Yep, no, he has not. Or has he? Oh, yes, he has. For some reason, I thought he had him for a reason. But he's going to tuck him behind these guys, so they're gaining trucks for sure. They're shaving it off slightly from Christopher and Raymond. It's just not very fast at this point. It's kind of methodical. You're chipping away at this lead that they have over you. It's going to take them a very long time to get up there for sure. The 10 is up on that high line. Out of the way from these guys. As apparently I cannot spell here. Trying to add something to my notes, and I'm butchering, like, oh gosh, that is terrible. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe I just typed like that bad. I don't think I've ever done that. I typed, oh, let's see how much they're gaining. Winker, so he's leading this group. They are shaving off time. They're at 5.3. They're down to 5 seconds now. As you are seeing, they are running a freight train on the bottom of this track right now. Everybody is on the bottom. Nobody is up high. They're deciding not to slow each other down as they're going to lose some time right here, but they're going to gain it right back here really soon. Yep, they got it down below 5 currently. So it's going to be really two-pack battle. Can they catch them before these guys come into pit? Because if they don't, then it's going to be weird how this pit strategy is going to work out up front. Been pretty calm here, surprisingly. I'm not surprised that, they're not going really at it. Everybody's been pretty calm the whole entire race, and I'll give them props for that. They've been very good so far. See, Rhett, actually the man that wins the extra $10 tonight. Looking at him right now, as I basically taken hands off the keyboard. Wherever the camera will want to go, we will go watch that driver here. It's focusing on the 03 of Kenneth McCulloch Jr. Yep, it is. Got the 51 in front of him. That one's leading the top lane. He's got the 9, Nathan Harper, the 49. As Harper is a lap down here. Yep, he's not battling these guys. Might have had a bad pit stop call. But looks like, we got a group pitting. We got Braxton, Kevin, Kerry, Ron, Jared, Tyler, Kyle, Harbin, and Ambrose are all coming down pit road. The 04 got in there really, really deep. You saw just catch a glimpse of his tail end, wiggling around, trying to stay straight as he could. But these guys are going to undercut the people in front of them. They're going to see if it'll work for them here. Hmm. The 42 comes out pretty much the exact same order that they were in. I think Kerry might have jumped up one spot, but you see these guys, they'll go a lap down, but this group in front of them will have to pit. They'll have 25 laps to go, so they'll have to come down pit road one more time at least, I think. Yes, so they'll probably come and pit on the very edge of their pit window. I wouldn't see them staying out much longer than what they need to here. That probably actually pretty bad call for some of these guys. I wouldn't be doing that. Oh, we got them pitting. Yep, I knew they were going to come down pit road. Looks like it's going to be maybe a split decision from some of these drivers here. It looks like the 51 and the 87 stay out. So they don't come down pit road. These guys do. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trucks. See Jeff, the straggler there, and the 16 coming down pit road. But this group will come out together. Maybe the undercut will work for these guys that came down pit road. We'll have to see. Kevin and Kerry, where are they at on the track? They are on the back stretch. So I think that they may gain some time. Oh, it's going to be close, I think. They may gain a little bit and keep them in the draft with these guys. I don't think they'll be able to pass them necessarily, but it's definitely going to be close for sure. Let's see this. Going to be coming through the tri-oval. When do these guys up here merge? They've got a while to go. This is going to be very close. This is a group that just came down, led by Matt Lee. So they get out actually incredibly far. So undercut didn't work for those guys, surprisingly. Maybe come in the background here. Yep, there they are in the background. You see that bright purple truck. The undercut didn't work that time for him. Very surprised by that. They're going to go too wide now. The 49, that's a lap truck also. The 10 of Danny Eshelman, he's a lap truck also. Yep, here these guys come down pit road to 87. Looks like it's 87, and he drags a 94 with him. 94 is a lap. Then also, that's Ryan. No, it's not Ryan. Who is that here in this race? That is 17, stamped as a 94. Comes down pit road with the 87, but he'll probably be laps down. You see that runner train. 51 of Joshua Moore. He's probably going to tuck in behind these guys. He came down lap 32. Those guys came down on lap 31. So he has actually an extra tank of fuel. I think he might have. Yeah, he's lost the draft with those guys in front of them. About a second behind Christopher Carter, so he doesn't have the draft anymore, sadly, so it's going to be difficult for him to get anything going at this point. Look at this group up front right now. 22 to go. One more pit stop will have to be made. I believe these guys will probably do it on the very edge of their pit window. Jump right down as soon as they can. Yes, I was correct. It was supposed to be smoky. Sorry. My hands are terribly, not terribly beat up. My mind. I had to work on my car for about 3 days straight. That was not fun, and it's not even broken. I just put on a reliability mod, and I'm trying to look at how much coolant should be in the reservoir, because I have absolutely no clue. I don't want it to run hot and blow up. Well, this group back here, they're having to sort through traffic. Deweese, Ron, Jeff, Winker's leading this group here. So these guys are pretty much hoping for caution at this point. I think that's the only thing they can really hope for. They're going to pick up Rhett Tucker here. Rhett maybe lifting. Yep, it looks like he's probably seen these guys come up in their mirror. He's going to... Oh, Ryan got a bump from the 60 there. Might have just gotten loose. Saw him really get squirrely there. I'm surprised he was able to save that truck. I thought he was going to junk it. I really thought that was somebody's race gone there. The 42's running up on the 99 of Rhett Tucker. He's going to get him with these guys. See if they go by him or if they decide to let him in line. Nope, they got it. Oh, they got to split him now. 94 on the bottom, 42 on the top. They have to go around this lap truck. And they're going to sort out after that. Almost contact between it. Oh, there's contact now. Kerry Whitaker spins around. It's a single truck spin. That's going to bring out the yellow flag. Go back and watch here, I think. Kerry Whitaker, he was going or see what happened here, so I'll slow it down. I think I know what happened in 94, or not 94, 99. He kind of came. Oh, Whitaker comes down. I think he gets a little bit antsy on his steering wheel. We'll actually go cockpit with him. Looks like. So, looks like he actually comes down into Rhett Tucker. That gets Whitaker extremely loose. So, that was kind of Whitaker that came down. I don't think the 99 moved at all. I'm trying to find him here just to make sure. But pretty lucky that, no, it was basically a single truck spin in the infield. That doesn't hurt him at all. He'll just go ahead and put on some tires, and he will be perfectly fine here. But I know this is kind of a gift to some of these trucks that were hoping for a caution. Jeff, Craig, Sells, Harper all needed a caution. They'll take the... if these guys come down pit road, they'll take the wave around here, as this very well could be the edge of some people's pit windows. We'll have to see. I'm not completely sure yet. Four is waiting for pace car. Is it truck or car on this track? Let's see. I'm confused. Oh, pace car on this track. I know some tracks have some different pace vehicles. I was just making sure that was the right one. I guess that's kind of weird. But we will bring driver. I'll actually bring in the 99 of Rhett Tucker whenever we get a chance here. So we'll let these guys go down pit road. Will somebody stay out? I don't think you can. I mean, you can maybe make it here on fuel, especially go in and top off. I believe everybody comes down pit road at this point. See if anybody stays out. I think they're on the very edge of it. Nope, everybody. Looks like the 94. Those are wave around trucks. So they'll get back on the lead lap. You see the 78. Not having the night that he wanted. PC crashed. Wouldn't let him do anything that he wanted here. So he's had a rough night here at Daytona so far. I'll let everybody get into pit road, get in and out. This is where you can really slide through pits. Doesn't matter. You can just reverse. It's under caution. Just, as I say, that 34 does it. But he ain't going to be hurt too bad. That's Kyle Harbin. That's a familiar name. Oh, yes. Now I remember that name. It took me a minute to realize it. I don't know why it took me so long to realize who that was. Me and him went at it at Bristol in a league before I got black flagged for the dumbest reason in the world and then banned from the league because I was winning. I had just came in and I won my third race, then I won the race after that, and it was about to be 3 in a row at Bristol, and they black flagged me for wall riding. And that clip blew up on Reddit, and I was banned from the league after that. So that was absolutely amazing. Not going to say the league name because I'm not going to slander them. No point in it. Hope they are doing good, but just know that that was probably the worst call I've ever saw in iRacing, and you got 60,000 views off of that. That will never be lived down for you. We'll bring in the 99 of Rhett Tucker. That's if he's in the Discord. Hey, Rhett, this is Bryson's booth. You got a copy, man?
Yeah, what's up?
Man, so how's your race gone so far? You're sitting 17th right now, but y'all just pitted. But how's it gone from your point of view so far, man?
It's gone pretty quick, honestly. I'm kind of thankful for that caution because I lost the lead pack in that last round of pit stops. So hopefully things keep going our way.
Yeah, I mean, it's not gone bad. You know, I really brought you in here. You won the drawing halfway for the $10 tonight. So you're coming home with money no matter what.
Woo woo!
I mean,
Hell yeah!
I mean, it's a small amount, but I decided to do it. That's at least, I believe, close to your entry fee. So hopefully you can add on to it later in the race. But I will let you go here, man.
Good deal. Thank you, brother.
As that was Rhett Tucker. I have to remember what room he was in because I've forgotten he was in this one here. Yep, that's RTR. Had to remember, but you saw drivers come down and top off. That will give them maybe, I'd say, an extra lap of fuel-ish. That's being generous here. I don't know exactly. I'd say you're going to be pushing it close on fuel. You're going to see drivers probably saving fuel here. We'll go in the cockpit. Yep, you can see Matthew has his truck shut off, saving fuel, letting it coast. Going to let go of the clutch here, kickstart it. Yep, there it goes, saving fuel. As I think they'll be able to make it here. I think they're just doing this for really, peace of mind, as I would be doing the exact same thing. Just to know that I have the fuel to make it. You don't have to be worrying about it. So you can put your foot to the floor and let that V8 engine scream. Is it V8? Yeah, it's V8. Oh, let me ask Google. Hey, Google. What engine are NASCAR trucks? Thank you. Looks like they are. Oh, that does not help me at all. I'm trying to find it here. Looks like they're going to be going green, so I got to do that later. Going to be Matt Lee leading in green. He was leading the race to begin with. Matthew Baker's up 2 spots in second. Green flag is in the air. 17 to go. They can make it on fuel from here. But will there be more cautions, and will that change everything here at Daytona? It's been pretty calm all throughout. Will the intensity pick up, or will they wait until about 10 more laps when you'll definitely start to see it pick up here? 87's coming to help Matthew Baker, as Baker's mom is definitely in here cheering on her son, hopefully. Hey, come on, son. I want you to take home some money tonight. You see is that the 9th? Or that's not the 29. I'm trying to see who that 29 is. Can't see the name on his truck. Wish I could. I can't see it just yet. I can look. That is the 16 of Ryan J. Munoz, I believe. Nope. I have to see here. Is that him? I'm going to go cockpit. Nope. That's the truck in front of him. That is Tyler Gevin, as I somehow went over his name in the driver's briefing, I believe there. But, you know, if y'all are watching, 15 laps to go, who are you picking to take home the money tonight? Saw some little action back here. I think some drivers were trying to hop down into lane. We see Rhett Tucker. He's moved up 2 spots, and where he started on that restart, he doesn't have to do much right now. You can probably ride back in the back of this pack. I'd say within 10, you need to start making your way up front because you won't have much time after that. You see the 17 trying to get the draft with the 1. The 1 is back on. No, he's not on the lead lap. He's still a lap down. No, he's on the lead lap, sorry. No, he's not. He's the lap down. That's telling me something completely different here. But up front, they're 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 for about 8 lines back. Sorry. Getting my sore throat from like 2 weeks ago. Still lingering around, still making me cough for some odd reason. But if y'all aren't subscribed here at Ghost Racing Network, if you don't mind throwing in a subscription here, it's free. You can always take it back. I'm trying to get to 200 subs by the end of this month, hopefully. But share it, mail it, share it in your dude. Get the word out about us any way you can. I don't care if you have to scream it from the top of your lungs in your rooftop at the middle of the night at 4 a.m. Do it anyway. It's worth it. Trust me. Your neighbors will love you. Not. You see TJ looks like he had to check up for the 21. Or not 21, 20. 7. Oh, tries to squeeze down in front of the 20. He lets him in line. 7's thinking about it. I think he doesn't want to come down in front of him just yet. It might have been cutting it too close for his liking. We have the 51. Baker, Lee Maines. This looks like you're putting out your top 3. 42, that's Kevin Winker. We'll actually go on board with all 3 of those drivers here. We'll start with Matthew Baker up front. Switch over to Lee next lap. Go to Maines, as in Jason D. Maines running 3rd currently. Going completely quiet so you can hear these engines roar at Daytona. On board 1 lap for each of those drivers, but as I was looking away, the 94 has gotten on the top. He's gotten, I believe that's the 03. The 1 hops up. Ron Morse Jr. is up there. Also, I believe that 94 is on the lead lap now. Yep, he is. So he's trying to make it 3 wide. 10 to go. Action starting to pick up here very quickly. I'm not sure how long they've been 3 wide since I was looking in the back. But the 94, he gets left alone. 1's going to come to his rescue. 76, Ron's going to try to help him also. Going to put him 3 wide. They got to hold their line. 7 is in the middle. Doesn't like that at all. 16 was wiggling a lot. Got out of line of 7. 7 lets him back in. Drivers being pretty careful with each other. A lot of movement happened very quickly, though. So they're going to have to watch that here. 7 comes with, oh, looks like he does a smart move, lays off the 16, realizes, man, we're in the tribal. I can't hit you here, because if I hit you here, it's going to end up bad. We got somebody blinking out. That's Nathan Harper. 7 gave the 16 a little bit of a bump. Not too bad. 29 almost up into the 94. That 94 is trying to rip that wall. He's got absolutely no help up there currently, besides the 7, that is. 1 is thinking about it. You can see him looking. He goes from middle, then he goes to the top again. But he's got really no help here. Driver's going to have to help that 94. The 29 cuts up right in front of the 94. That is going to give him a huge shove into the corner. 94 goes back down. So the 29 is trying to side. Oh, contact. They save it. Oh, my Lord. How did they not? Oh, there they go. There's a crash. The 7 down into the 9. That's going to be a caution. Almost a save there. We'll have to see. I think it was a 29 is when this started to happen here. That's not a good camera angle here. That's not exactly who I wanted. I'll just go from a blimp here. Focus on one of the trucks up here. It looks like it starts a little bit before this accident. So, looks like the 94 bumps the 87. Middle of the corner, gets the 87 loose. Nope, looks like it's kind of 94 down to the 51. 51 net goes into the 87. These two guys managed to save it. I'm surprised they did not wreck each other at this point. See, 51 goes down on the apron. That's a really tough position to be in. You got the 20 of, see who that is this race. If you can just tell me who that is exactly, I will go back and look at it. But the wreck happens after them. Looks like the 7 gets clipped by the 16 here. Trying to look. So 7 actually gets clipped by the 16 down into the 9. Some people have nowhere to go. Luckily, some people net code through it as they're wrecking back here. We'll try to look. The 23, I believe it's who you said. I'll have to see. I do have that stamped. So if you tell me what driver name that is in this race, is these. Oh, you think you're talking about Brandon Zimmerman, I believe. Actually, go look from his view. Sorry, I didn't realize there's a 20 in here. We'll go look from Brandon Zimmerman's view. We'll go look from his cockpit. He's kind of in the middle of all this. He sees it happen in front of him. Oh, Lord, he shoots the gap. Makes it through. We have drivers down pit road at this moment currently. Looks like we've got some people go down pit road, just decide to top off. DeWeese is down, Rhett Tucker's down, Andrew, Kevin, Jared, Ron, Kyle Harbin are all down pit road. Kyle looks like he has some right side damage. Looks like it's not really body damage here, so he's pretty lucky with the contact that he got. That's rear end, so it's going to hurt him some here. I'm not sure what that flashing was there. That was very odd. But drivers, this changes everything now. They'll come to green with 5 to go, I believe. I'm just going to look at, see what my code says on my PC here. Yeah, I'm not getting any, so we are perfectly fine. That's odd. I don't know what that was about. Let's see if Rhett made it through. It's like he probably did think he's just taking his fast repair, just fixing all the damage that he could. So I need to set this on a little bit of a lesser delay here. We will bring in Matt Lee. He's in Discord. As it looks like he is not, however, so we will not be able to interview him. I believe we will get an interview in here, sadly, from the leader. Yeah, we will not get a driver interview, but I think it probably would be best for these guys to just focus on the race at this point. They will come green with 5 to go. See if the lights go off on the pace car here. I believe they did. Yep, they did. So coming green this time by 5-lap shootout. 3 green, white checkers. You do not want to use them all, however. So something. We've got some driver that's not too happy. It's like Darius Sells. Or Darius Sells is not too happy with something here. Just reading the Discord messages. Not sure what exactly it is. But unhappy driver. Sadly, we can't make everyone here happy at HSR. Some people are going to get mad. So just Speedway racing, your chances of winning money can go up in flames very, very quickly. But Matt Lee, Jason D. Maines, Matthew Baker, Raymond Rittner. Jason's where he wants to be. Raymond's where he wants to be. And Matthew's where he wants to be. As he does a lot of races with Jason. He knows he can trust him. I believe they do a lot of races with Raymond also, so they can trust him too. But at this point, apparently I just passed somebody on the track. I don't know how I did. Not been racing. Coming to green. This is when you're going to see intensity really pick up. Drivers are going to be making a lot of moves that they wouldn't be doing earlier in the race, but they kind of have to now. It's crunch time for these guys. Pace car is off the track. Green flag will be in the air soon. Entering the Geico restart zone. Green flag waves at Daytona. 5 to go. When they get to the line, Maine's on the outside. 04 of Matt Lee on the bottom. That's the 4 or the 12 this race. Oh, we got a wreck already. Kerry Whitaker's through the grass. Something must have happened back here. He goes down pit road. No caution will happen for that. That's going to end his chances. I believe probably a checkup must have happened here as I'll stamp that. We will go back and look. Oh, the 04 down into somebody. That's going to make a big crash here. A 20. Looks like it's only 2 trucks, luckily. That was Brandon Zimmerman. He doesn't get much contact. Have to see what happens here. Looks like he's pretty lucky with how that wreck happened. Looks like the 49 hooks the 04. Yep, he hooks him, sends him down. Does not mean to do that. Looks like really only 2 trucks got involved with this. Yeah, it looks like everybody else was... Oh, that's close. Winker, maybe Netco's might have got a little bit of damage from that, but able to avoid the wreck. And we will go back and see what happened to... Oh, see if he doesn't get hit. He's rolling down the track. Oh, he clips the 10 right in the path of the 1. Doesn't hold the brake for as long as you need to. Just clips some drivers there. We'll go back and look at what happened to Kerry Whitaker, though, here. That was interesting. I saw him go through the grass out of nowhere. Trying to find a good camera angle here. So... Looks like he just does not get going. Gets out of the way, 94, then clips him. Maybe missed a gear, if I had to guess. Couldn't get it to go in gear. One thing I could think of here. I don't know why he'd be going that slow, but... Oh, this is going to make fuel interesting on the 04. Or the 12 here. 5. Matthew Baker. Matthew, he's got that war paint. Some drivers back here. Brandon Zimmerman's in pit road. Darius Sells is in pit road. Oh, it's going to get interesting now. So this is going to be a green-white checkered first attempt here. We'll look at, see, Braxton Lewis's fan page is back here. Braxton has a long way to climb. Currently sitting in 16th. 28 drivers in this field. So payout is actually, I'd say, about the same. Or actually, probably a little bit less because the entry fee tonight was pretty small. On Sunday, we normally didn't do Sunday races. I believe last Sunday we did do one because drivers were asking for it, gave them what they want, and a lot of people showed up here tonight. 28 drivers. The 23 that you see are not 23, as I'm one and Andrew is one here. But I will roll some quick ads while these guys are under caution. Drivers will be coming green this time by first green, white checkered as we were under break, though. Some people came down pit road, some people did not. And these guys up front were on the apron saving fuel. I believe they probably even still are at this point. Yep, they are. As soon as I turn to the 12 of Matt Lee, he's already saving fuel, cutting his truck off. But they were on the apron saving as much fuel as possible because they're kind of stretching it here. We got somebody cheering the 42. The 42 sitting in 10th right now, so he's not too far from a paying position tonight. He's got to sort through some stuff. But right now, it's pretty much up for the grabs. The last car on the lead lap could even come and win this. Who knows? That's Danny Eshelman. He is all the way back in 23rd. Way back in the pack. We're going to get the green here really soon. Lights are off, and the pace car is going to pull in here about 5, 4, 3, 2. As I actually counted that down wrong. Close enough. But the 04 is going to lead him to green. The 5 of Matthew Baker is outside. 04 is going to have Jason Deemains. Baker is going to have the 51 of Joshua Moore. Green flags in the air. First green white checkered attempt here at Daytona. Drivers are going to start making moves that they did earlier. They got to do it. So we got somebody loose. That's Deweese. They're almost wrecking in the back of the pack currently. Oh, we got someone into the wall. That's the 04. Gets turned. Oh, my Lord. Somebody nailed the wall. That's the 10. Need to get these guys with the right paint number here. 04 this race. I have to sort through all these numbers here because it's not the correct one that these drivers are running. Sorry, y'all. I'm having to find the numbers. Who's the number that I need? Had to have happened back here more. It's like Danny Eshelman, Jared Barclay. I believe that's who was involved. Yep, he was involved. So we will go rewind and see what happened here. I'll go from his point of view, kind of slow it down. Here we go from the blimp. Go 1/4 speed. So something happens up here. 7 gets hit by the 8. Nothing happens there, luckily. 94 hits the 04. That clips him. Then the 34 of Kyle Harbin goes into the wall. Looks like he probably comes down. Clips the 94. Yet they net code into each other. That's when it's on. 04 goes head first into the wall. 99 gets slammed in the side. Probably not too bad of damage for him. I think he should be fine. Harper just, almost shot the gap. Whitaker goes all the way to the bottom. Looks like he is able to avoid the wreck. 10 has nowhere to go. Hard contact for some of those drivers here. But that's the first green-white attempt. Drivers have 2 more. Don't want to use them as these guys on fuel are going to be in a hard position here now. Do you come down pit road? Do you try to save? You're very close on fuel here. As Jason Deemains might be seeing flashes of last night when he had to come down pit road for fuel. That basically killed his chances here. Willick, I don't think they can come down this time. They'll have to come down the next time by if they do. We'll also add where they are under. Actually, well, I'll wait to see if anybody goes down pit road here. Looks like I'll have to wait a little bit longer to see if they do go down pit road. I don't know. Is 04 going to make it on fuel? See if they come down this time. They're staying out right now. Jason may be coming down. Oh, he's thinking about it. He's going to stay on track. So evidently these guys have fuel to the end. But First truck with the most fuel is Kevin Winker. Pitted on, make sure I'm looking at the right one here. Yep, Kevin Winker pitted on lap 48. So he definitely has the fuel for another green white checker. If it does come down to that, we, of course, don't want to see it. Lights are off on the pace truck, so they'll be going green this time by. As looks like the NFL has just came out with their top 100 players of the year. I better see TJ Watt first. I'm gonna be fuming if I don't. Just kidding. I'm a Steelers fan. Go make fun of me if you want to. Don't care. Proud of it. Field name should still be Heinz Field. Can't change my mind on that either. As I got some. Oh, I know what it is. I need to take. It's a stupid case. I need to get a new case for my PC. Got a cable that won't go in the whole way in my graphics card, so one of my screens will randomly black out on because of the connection's not foolproof. So I have to deal with that, but luckily I've changed that to a side one, so my main one, I can still see everything perfectly fine. But this is going to get interesting here. Do these guys have fuel? And if another green-white checker comes out, it's going to be even harder for them. Because I don't think you can make it on another green-white checkered. But Maines, he knows what he's doing, so I can trust him with his calls on the track. It's going to get interesting here. Second green-white checkered attempt. Pretty much the same exact starting that we had last time. Green flag will come in the air. Now, 04 gets a good start. Matthew gets a good start. It's going to be top versus bottom lane. Who's going to choose to go where? Can somebody from the back maybe sort through all this and get up to the front? It's going to be interesting to see. 49 jumps up. Oh, here we go at Daytona. HSR is known for these crazy finishes. They've already had to use one green-white checkered. Had to use two. They don't have a... They have another one in their pocket, but of course you do not want to use that. Looks like the 60 trying to go to the outside of the 70. Drivers making moves now. Jason is stuck under the 5, shoving the 4. I think these guys may be pretty content with shoving each other like they are. Looks like the 03 is all the way up on the top. Matthews just he's not ahead of the 04 just yet. Where does the 03 come from? He's getting a shove from the 17 on the outside lane. He's trying to get up there. Side drafting. Braxton's in the middle. 29, hold it close. Matthew comes down. Almost wrecks. Tries to side draft as hard as he can. They're almost wrecking. There's contact now. 29 through the grass. See if they get the... Oh, they got the white flag now. Caution did not come out. That was a huge wreck. We'll have to go back and watch that. Matthew has a 51. Jason, he can come up in front of Matthew. Now he can't. Can Matthew get a shove that he needs to get up there with these guys? He's in 4th right now. Guys are leaving him be. He's not going to get any help. The 04 is going to be set up by the 5 here. 5 is licking his chops, looking at it. Goes up in front, tucks back down, sends the 87 through. Oh, they're almost wrecking. Matthew's able to keep it straight. Maines, he's got the lead now in front of the 4. It's going to come down to a shoving match. You can get each other the draft off the corner. Coming out of 3 and 4. Maines is losing it. He's backing up to the 03 now. It's what he's doing. He's trying to get a shove. He gets a shove. Wiggles around to the corner. Matthew's going to try to come shove the 03 on the bottom, or the 04 on the bottom. It might come down the line like it did last night here at Daytona. Maines is out front right now. The 04 is trying to get there. It will be Jason Maines at the line. Followed by Matt Lee, Kenneth McCullough, and Matthew Baker 4th. Joshua Moore, he will get 5th. Another finish at the line. Back to back. We'll go back. We'll go back here and see what happened on this wreck, though. Looks like it might have been a little bit farther in the pack here. Hopefully, we'll have to see. So it looks like... Oh, that's not where I'm... Sorry, that's not what I meant to do. Clip somewhere else. Rhett Tucker, here it is. This is at the line, so we'll go and rewind here. This is a huge crash. Oh, my Lord. So we'll slow it down here. Looks like they're 3 wide. 29 comes down, and the 16. That's where it starts. Looks like everybody else gets into it after that. Braxton gets into it. Nash makes it through it, goes through the grass. Kevin Winker keeps it straight somehow. 7, then finishes them off. Kerry Whitaker's through the grass. Hard contact for some of those drivers. Just a huge wreck. Takes most of them out. Okay, somebody's burning it down here. Look, most people are sitting on the track just taking some photos. But Jason Maines comes home and takes it tonight here. We'll pull up the finishing grid here. We'll bring in the top 3 drivers for a interview. Still got somebody doing some burnouts below here. He's in the Discord somewhere. He is in here, so I will bring him in here really quick. I'll bring him in here. Hey, Kenneth, this is Bryson Booth. You got a copy, man?
Hey, man, how you doing?
Man, so crazy last lap. You managed to come home third. Describe that last lap to me from your point of view, coming off of 3 and 4, basically the whole lap in general.
Yeah, that last lap was crazy, man. I hated it. I kind of got the 29 loose there. He couldn't decide which lane he wanted to stay in, and I wanted to go to the third lane. And so, it was some good racing, though. Just wish the caution would have never come out earlier in the race when we was 6 cars deep up front.
Yeah, man. This Daytona wrecks happen. You're luckily not in the back because there's a huge pile up, and coming off the corner, it's kind of anybody's. I thought Jason almost got turned, but luckily he didn't. But you come home third. Before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank teammates there for sticking to the plan, and thank you for doing the broadcast, and thank Taryn for putting this thing on, and everybody that's watching.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go, but good third place finish tonight there, Kenneth.
Appreciate it, brother.
Is that with Kenneth McCall? We'll bring in the 12 this race of Matt Lee. Hey, Matt, this is Bryson Booth. You got a copy, man?
Gotcha.
Man, so came down to the line, Jason, just to edge you out. Describe your thought process and what was going on in your head that last lap, especially coming off of 3 and 4, knowing Jason was right there on you.
Yeah, with everything that happened out of 2, hey, it kind of separated everybody, and I put my 2 teammates on the outside of me there. So, they definitely had a really good run coming off of 4, and weren't a whole lot to do about it.
Yeah, man, there's really nothing you can do. You're kind of set up. You were just having to hope that you were able to get enough speed coming to the line, but he barely edges you out. I thought you were maybe going to get him on the inside lane, but, not a bad race overall for you. You come home second. That's a good amount of money. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, anybody you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, definitely. Thank the wife and Jason and Matt Baker and Jeff Merck for working together there. All the guys putting this on. Taryn, you guys are broadcasting. All the guys at Martin Sports. Anyone looking for sim racing gloves, jerseys, anything like that, check them out at martinsports906.com. That'll do it.
All right, man. Well, good second place finish. I will let you go then.
Appreciate it.
That was Matt Lee, the second place driver. We will bring in the race winner in Jason Maines. Hey, Jason, this is Bryson Booth. You got a copy, man? I believe he may be gone here just for a little bit. Hey, Jason, this is Bryson Booth. You got a copy? As while I'm waiting for him to get back, we'll actually go back and watch the finish here again. So close at the line between these 2 drivers. We'll go from a better camera here. We'll go from, say, camera 3, full speed. I'll slow it down right here. He's already ahead of Matt Lee on the bottom. Matt's getting a little bit of a run coming to the line, but it just wasn't in time. Jason just edges him out. He's pretty much even with the number at that point. You can definitely tell he had a run just right there, edges him out. He got an absolute shot off the corner. Came out of a bullet. We saw it happen last night too. Finish at the line.
Behind me, obviously our teammates are up there working well together, and Ray, I love Ray, great working with him as well. And Kenneth gave me a good shove, and it's just so hard in these trucks that when you go to push to get lined up. Last night, or night before last, where it was, I didn't get lined up on Kenneth. I was trying to push him to the front, and you can hook somebody, and it's a handful when that's the connection issue.
Yeah, I mean, you were I really saw you get that bump and you got incredibly loose. I was like, oh, yeah, there goes Jason's chance to win, but able to hold on to it. Now, how do you think the race went, overall for you? I mean, it went, no, you're going to say great, but how did it go overall, from the start to the finish?
I mean, it's plate racing. I mean, you're basically logging laps. I mean, there's a lot of the guys that we get up here and race with, like I said, Kenneth and Ray and all the time, and Merck, teammates, obviously, Baker and Lee. We have fun with it, but knows what I do. You got to survive, and then it comes down to the end, and that's what it's all about. It's the last 4 laps of race, really, that all that matters.
And you were definitely there at the end. You're up front really the whole time. I knew you definitely had a chance, but just edged them out. That was a great finish. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, anybody you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Well, we always thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Everything we do is for him. Got to thank Elliott Sadler Esports, Into the Apex, ChevyLiners.com, Bradley Mechanical, Lennox Industries, Matt Lee, Matthew Baker. I got to thank Jeff Merck, Kenneth for the push there, and Raymond. Like I said, just class act guys. You're not going to win them all, and when it's their night, we push them. So it was a great night. Appreciate you guys broadcasting, and Terrence and Andrew putting it on.
My teammates always help, but I will let you go. But good first place finish tonight there, Jason.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
That was Jason D. Maines. Comes home first tonight with the most money. Crazy finish at Lions. I'm sorry, and there the stream decided to crash. I was luckily able to get it going just like that again. I'd like to see what OBS is wanting to do here. I believe it may be a compatibility issue, but either way, not a bad race. I'll figure that out later. But I will go over the finishing order here. Jason Maines first, Matt Lee second, third Kenneth McCulloch, fourth Matthew Baker, fifth Joshua Moore. That is the Payne positions tonight. Kerry Whitaker 6th, Jeff D. Merck 7th, Nash Ball 8th, Kyle Hardman 9th, TJ Floyd 10th, Ryan J. Munoz 11th, 12th Raymond Rittner. 13th Ron Morris Jr., 14th Braxton DeWeeth, 15th Ambrose Knebel, 16th Alex Hill, 17th Kevin Winker, 18th Rhett Tucker. He wins the random $10 drawing here tonight that I was doing just for fun because I was bored. 19th Christopher Carter, 20th Danny Eshelman, 21st Tyler Gibbon, 22nd, J.R. Miller, 23rd, Nathan Harper, 24th, Jared Barclay, 25th, Andrew Mangoli, 26th, Brandon Zimmerman, 27th, Austin Craig, 28th is Darius Sells, and those two last cars you see did not race, but a great finish overall. Drivers were going at it at the line, and Jason just edged him out. Just a good finish overall. That's 2 nights in a row. We've seen it come down to literally the final 100 feet of the race, but good race overall. If you are still watching, if you don't mind subscribing, sharing the stream, letting people know about us, I will roll these ads and I will let you all get out of here.